recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Matt, and I definitely nailed it on my first take. Joining me in the studio today is Neal, Jeff, and Ken. How are you doing, gents?
Why is that slogan so hard for every one of us?
Well, it's
we
weird.
all screw it up.
Well, we're always reading it off a piece of paper, and it's actually backwards.
No,
so.
we lost the paper.
Well, the paper was
we
always...
only had one paper, but Jeff will not let us use the money to get another piece of paper.
Jeff pulled me aside in a dark corner and said, just so you know, every time we say the opening phrase wrong, it opens up a portal to hell. So it might be some sort of devil thing Jeff's
I
doing.
just think it's a problem. He doesn't want to pay for the ink. We've been saying this.
I'm going to actually, we said this to our special guest today. We have a printer in the office, and the ink is very expensive, but the printer itself is very cheap. And I told Jeff...
Like all printers, basically.
Like all printers. Yeah. I said, for a Patreon bonus, why don't we get a new printer? And then if you guys will it, if you ask for it, say it in the comments in the crop, we will do a shot-for-shot remake of the Office Space scene where they destroy the printer.
The copier,
yeah. The copier.
Well, speaking of that special guest, let's introduce her. A guest you probably know pretty well. She's been on the show at least once before, and possibly when I haven't been here because I'm only here sometimes. Joining us today is Asha Ouseph from Louisville, Kentucky. She's a United States champion. Asha, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Great. And
Great.
it is that Louisville, right? It's not the other one? It's
It is at Louisville,
Okay,
yes.
Where's the other one?
Yes.
I'm just...
Okay.
There's one in Colorado, I think,
See?
and also
Could
one
have.
in Oklahoma.
Could have been
Oh.
any of those.
Well, there is a Peru, Illinois that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's
No.
not.
There's a
Cairo
Paris, Kentucky,
disappointing.
also.
Oh, a Paris, Kentucky. I wonder if, well, Asha maybe we'll say it later on, but she told us in confidence beforehand that she tries to find the point in every episode of ours where she yells Illinois scum. So it could be early in the episode or it could be late depending on how annoying we are. So hopefully today, maybe she won't utter it to herself at all.
I'm guessing she won't last 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably. She's probably already said it.
Oh, I've already said it to myself 3 times.
There you go. If you say
Just
it,
kidding.
if you say Illinois scum 3 times, we appear in your bedroom.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Asha will be hosting the game today. Playing will be Ken and Neal. You guys come up with a team name.
Yeah, we combined the words Ken and Neal to make our dating power couple, and we're going to be team even keel.
Even keel.
That's clever. Jeff, do we have a clever name?
We don't.
We do not.
How
No.
about meth?
Ugh.
Meth.
Did you have a stroke?
That's how Mike Tyson pronounces meth.
Okay.
So
Fair
your
enough.
team meth.
Excellent. Well, now that we know the teams, let's find out how it's played and send it over to the rules guy.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah.
Ah, great job, rules guy.
Yeah, he's always on top of it. He was doing a Mike Tyson impression, but you can't really tell. I mean, the lisp isn't even there.
He's gone through so many voice lessons. He's worked that all out.
We
He's
got to
good
get
go.
Darren on the show.
Yeah, we will. That's our hashtag Darren. I'm trying to think of a good hashtag,
It's
and
gonna
I
be so
can't.
long.
Hashtag
Hashtag get
get-
the rules guy on Triviality. It's too many characters.
We need a
Darren Marlar.
we need a campaign. This is what we're gonna do. If you guys want to help us and you want to send an email to Darren, we'll give you the email address and just go. You have to be on Triviality.
He will have no idea what you're talking about.
Asha, so you wrote a game for us today. Before Matt throws it over to you, anything new in your world?
No, not really, but this is my first time hosting, so hopefully it is okay. I'm no Carmela, but I'm going to try.
No, you're not Carmela because you're the only Asha, and you're the only Asha we need.
And we have
There you
Vanna
go.
White here in the studio who's going to be flipping around the questions to help you, too.
Awesome. Always need a Vanna.
All right, I guess then without further ado, as Ken would say, let's get this game going.
All right, question number 1 is in science. As most everybody knows, J and Q are the only 2 letters with no elemental representation in the periodic table. How many letters have just one element?
I'm glad you told us that piece of information because I didn't even know J and Q did not have an element.
I thought this was going to be a Scrabble question somehow, and then it wasn't.
Okay. Ken and I are going to lock in because I told him, isn't quasar an element? But no, it's a type of lighting for film, so I'm an idiot. I'm going to shut up.
All right, Jeff, say things about science.
Do I have to really go through the whole alphabet?
No,
to
you
count
do
them?
not. Absolutely
Just
not.
take a number guess.
No, I'm going to figure it out.
Ugh.
Question 1. Here we go.
So
Okay, pause.
Jeff said he's going to think, but we're actually just going to cut everything he thinks about. So as soon as I'm done talking, it's just going to be Jeff's answer.
Yeah. He's not actually going to say anything. I'm just going to write stuff.
No, I'm doing the alphabet in my head, and I'm coming up with anything that has more than one,
Okay.
which is all of them so far.
This will take at least 26 seconds. and I'm furious.
Let's see.
So you got your Z's.
Well, you've got zirconium. That's one of them.
Oh my God, I don't care. I'm thinking somewhere in the 4 to 5 range.
Yeah, it might be like 2
Okay.
or 3.
So I was thinking that too.
So you're locked in with 3.
3 sounds good.
Sure. If you're not going to let me actually figure this out.
Correct. We are locking in with 3.
All right, even keel. How about you guys?
We're going with 4.
All right. Well, the answer is 3. We got V for vanadium, W is tungsten, and X is xenon.
3 is a magic number.
Son of a gun.
If I didn't get it, though, I would have been mad that you didn't let me figure
So
it out.
Ken just volunteered that answer.
Much like Schoolhouse Rock said, 3 is a magic number.
Yeah.
We are correct.
All right. Question number 2 is an art. Rodin is a French sculptor widely known as a father of modern sculpture. One of his most well-known works is The Thinker. There are multiple casts of The Thinker all throughout the world, including locations in Russia and Geneva, where is his gravesite. Name one located in the U.S.
There's a thinker in the U.S.
Not any
We're
thinkers
locked,
in
we're
here.
locked- we're locked in.
Oh, Ken locked in for us. He's doing the pose too right now.
It's an easy joke. Where are these thinkers at?
I'm trying to think of a big art installation that might have it.
Maybe
I don't think the Art Institute has one.
No.
Because I'd remember that.
no, it's not in Ferris Bueller. So,
Correct. And we base all our knowledge on Ferris Bueller knowledge.
Yeah.
So
what about Los Angeles? They have a pretty large art museum. Don't
well, I
they?
mean, I know New York has a few
New York's pretty
pretty
big.
famous ones.
Yeah,
I hear New York is pretty big.
it's got a few people.
Pretty big.
Let's say, well, I bet it's something not as big. Let's say maybe like Philadelphia.
Okay.
We're gonna say Philadelphia.
All right. Well, I definitely saw it in Chicago at the Art Institute. I don't know if it was on loan. It very well may have been because they were doing a Rodin exhibit, but we put Chicago.
All right. Well, one is in the Cleveland Museum of Ohio, the Metropolitan Museum in New York, the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., the Legion of Honor Museum in San Francisco. The one I'm most familiar with is outside of the administration building at the University of Louisville. And another one is at the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Get out of here.
Oh,
What is happening?
I thought I saw it next to Rocky, so that's why I said Philadelphia.
Asha played it so well because I was like, oh, well, it's in so many places, but not anywhere we said. And then the last one's Philadelphia.
What's happening?
You sure
What-
you haven't hosted before?
What
You did
is
that very
life?
well.
What is life
Thank
right
you.
now?
All right. Question number 3 is in advertising. During Super Bowl 26, which athletic shoe company began a campaign featuring Dan O'Brien and Dave Johnson with a tagline, "Who will be the world's greatest athlete?" And there's also an extra point opportunity.
We're just going to lock in with Neal's best guess here.
I'm pretty sure this is like 94, 92, no, earlier, a little 91, 92.
Well, they just had Super Bowl, 53? So
Well,
that'd have been about 20.
Super Bowl 20 is 85.
Yeah, okay.
So 90 is,
Yeah.
so we're right around there. And I think that these guys were going to be at the 92 Olympics, and they were triathletes,
Okay.
which doesn't add anything to this conversation, but I think it's Nike. So we locked in with Nike.
Yeah, I was going to go Nike, but I thought, I've never heard of this ad before. I mean, it could have just been before our time. And I thought maybe it was a brand that wanted to make a splash that wasn't a Nike or an Adidas. So we said Reebok.
All right. Well, you took my extra point because it was what sport were they competing in, and it's actually the decathlon in the '92 Olympics, and it was actually Reebok.
Yeah,
I had
tides
everything
are
right
turning.
except that.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about that is these were all before the Olympic trials, and Dan O'Brien didn't even qualify. So Reebok spent all this money, and one of them didn't even get to go to the Olympics, and the other one just won bronze.
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah, he
the-
just won bronze.
Not the.
Just won bronze. I know. I shouldn't say it like that.
He's only the third best in the entire world. Loser.
Speaking of
If you're not
Reebok,
first, you're last.
when I was a kid, Shaq had these shoes, and they were my favorite shoes of all time, and they looked like the white and black lines.
The swirls.
The swirls.
Yeah, those ones are awesome.
And I used to wear those all the time. I have pictures of me as a kid. I forget what's that thing called when you get hypnotized. But anyway, that's what it looked like
Yeah.
on your shoes. They were so
Swirl.
cool. Swirl.
They're super ugly, but I love them.
Yeah, they were very ugly, but they were great to wear, especially with Jankos.
Question number 4 is in beverages. This soda company was launched in 1905 when Claude Hatcher, a grocery store owner, was angry over not receiving a discount for bulk purchases from Coca-Cola. This company went on to be the first brand to sell soda in aluminum cans, the first soda to sell a diet version. This company was acquired by and owned by Cadbury from 2000 to 2018. I wonder if Cadbury eggs replaced the moon pie as the preferred companion to this soda.
We're going to lock in.
Moon pie.
What a time to be alive.
He gets it.
I'm pretty sure it's not Pepsi,
Okay.
because Pepsi is a Frito-Lay or PepsiCo brand. That's its own.
PepsiCo,
Yeah. Which owns Frito-Lay, I think. And that would rule out a bunch of other ones I know in those two. RC would be independent.
I just know because
Think.
they're like antique RC cans.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm trying-
they go back a ways.
Yeah, so that's the only reason. That's why I said that, and that's before because Coke, Pepsi, they all had like glass bottles, but RC was kind of known for its cans. Is this wrong?
I'm just really
Just
loopy.
like your mom.
Coke was known for bottles, but RC, they got cans, you see? They got cans. They're aluminium,
Well,
just like my fillings in my teeth. I'm going to die of aluminium poisoning.
This character, Prospector
Old-
Neal,
old
is the
man
worst.
Neal.
Prospector Neal makes an appearance.
Oh no, it's Prospector Neal.
Get off my marshy lawn, you Starbucks employee.
Anyway, I like
I'm fine with going RC.
RC cans. We're going with Royal Crown Cola.
Give me extra foam, you son of a... Sorry. Ken and I looked
What
at
are your feelings on coyotes, Neil?
Coyotes should be eradicated just like polio. So we looked at each other and we said, what's old? And maybe had a feud with Coke and also has a diet version. And Ken?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
Well, funnily enough, after Cadbury sold them, they were acquired by Keurig Dr. Pepper, but the correct answer is RC Cola.
Yeah.
Wonder Twins powers
Oh.
unite.
Another great hosting tease. Like, oh, they were acquired by Dr. Pepper. Yes, but then it was RC. Oh.
You guys are so close to getting points every time. I love it.
And close counts in this game. That's what I've heard. Because I only lost by 5 points the last time. So in my mind, I won.
So payback.
Yeah.
All right, question number 5. The category is Neal. Neil Diamond has not only had an impressive career as a singer, but as a songwriter as well. His acting career, not so much. His role in the film Jazz Singer earned him a Razzie, and the soundtrack became one of Neil Diamond's most successful albums. It included the song America, which was used as a theme song for this presidential candidate.
Neil, what did you write down when she started talking?
I wrote down jazz singer.
Yeah.
And then she got me again. She swerved me again.
But luckily we're still locked in.
Yeah, I think we're locked in. In town in America.
So Neil Diamond, that movie's probably what, in 70s, you would think?
Yeah, 70s, 80s.
So what do we know about Neil Diamond? Lame, old.
Oh, that sounds like Ronnie Reagan if there ever was one.
Yeah. We locked it in?
We can, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't have a better guess.
Yeah, we're locked in with Ronald Reagan.
We said it was the Gipper. Ronald Reagan.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
The correct
no.
answer is Michael Dukakis.
Oh, that makes so
Who
much
ran
sense.
against
He
Ronald
was a
Reagan.
first-generation American. His parents were immigrants, and he used that as his theme song.
That makes sense.
Didn't Dukakis go against Bush?
He ran in 84 against.
He did. 88.
Or 88. It was okay. It was Bush.
He's lost a bunch of times. Good for him.
Yes.
Was Dukakis the one who was like in the tank?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, when he was like campaigning or
The
whatever.
fighting Dukakis.
Number 6, the category is Ken. Ken Jeong not only played a doctor on TV and in movies, but he also has a medical degree. However, his best known role may be as a Spanish teacher and a student at this community college.
We are locked in.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
All right, what have you got?
I believe Senior Chang taught and then was later a student at Greendale,
Yeah, and then he was a security guard at Greendale.
which that made him a human being, right?
Yeah.
Indeed, the answer is Greendale.
E pluribus anus.
Oh, is that their model? That's funny.
And their flag is
It's-
a
Butthole.
beehole.
It is not-
I've only seen like 2 episodes of that show, but I do remember the dean, their mascot, was like a weird like.
it's a human being.
a
Right,
human being.
They tried to make a human being so non-offensive that it's just a gray blob.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good.
Indeed. All right, question 7, Matt. Matt Ryan was a 2007 Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner and the ACC Player of the Year from Boston College before becoming quarterback and captain for the team who currently plays their games in which stadium?
Yeah. So we're gonna lock in right away on this one. I know this one, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
This is a stadium that has a Chick-fil-A in it that doesn't actually get to serve at Falcons games, right?
Which is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But they're in the South, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's one of the Mercedes-Benz stadiums, right?
Yeah.
It's the Mercedes-Benz stadium,
Yep.
I believe.
Locked in.
Yep. Owned and built by the evil-looking Walt Disney. That'd be Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
It is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Somebody said the other day to me, they're like, nothing good's ever come out of Boston College, and I was like, Doug Flutie, and then I was like, Matt Ryan, and I was like, I'm not winning this argument, am I?
Matty Ice.
There you go.
Got like a 49 on his Wonderlic.
All right, question 8 is Jeff.
I was hoping
Jeff?
he was going to get skipped.
Nope, sorry about your luck. Jeff Probst is perhaps best known for hosting Survivor since 2000. How many Emmys for outstanding host of a reality or competition program has he won for this job?
I was gonna hope this is about his career before Survivor when he hosted one of those dating
I was
game
actually
shows.
hoping it was about what year did Survivor debut, because that it's so funny because it's been on since 2000, but it has 45 seasons.
Yeah.
But I remember it was 2000 because the first season happened while I was in Australia, so I was super not far from where they filmed that one.
Oh.
But weird, that's what I was thinking. I
Okay.
thought that number was too high though. But
No, there's not a lot of I mean, the Amazing Race can only win every other season, I guess, or something. So we're locking him with this number.
Yeah, so Ken and I were looking at each other. The thing I was talking to him about was Amazing Race basically won this award almost every year, and the host of that show almost won every year. And I thought Jeff Probst maybe either only won once or didn't win at all. And Ken said 0, and I don't think that's a bad answer, so we went with 0.
Yeah, we were right around there, and we said 13.
Wow, well, you're both super close. The answer is 4.
Oh.
He was nominated for the first 4, and he won the first 4 and hasn't won since.
Yeah, and I think Amazing Race came out around.
That's probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like 4 or
probably
5,
one.
Just
Yeah.
crushed him.
Yeah.
because every year it's like best reality program, and it's like, oh, Amazing Race again.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's still on air. I remember when it was like a big deal.
But how
Back
many
when it
did
first
Anderson Cooper win for The Mole?
Not enough. You know who
Yeah.
should have won an award for the most? Stephen Baldwin. He's the ultimate mole.
Celebrity Mole.
I don't feel bad for Anderson Cooper. His family's billionaires.
He was the mole, right?
Well, Stephen Baldwin was not only the mole in the show, but his entire career he's
How
been
the
a mole.
Could you watch Celebrity Mole with Stephen Baldwin on it and not know Stephen Baldwin's the mole?
I think Dennis Rodman was on that show too, but he's the worm.
Right, yeah.
The Worm and the Mole.
The worm and the mole.
Sounds like a
It's a
children's
terrible
book.
sitcom.
You could just think about it. Which one of these celebrities do we call and say that they're just like, I'll totally be the mole?
Yeah.
All right, number 9. Didn't want to leave him out. The rules guy. In 1865, a Welsh man named John Graham Chambers drafted a set of rules of sportsmanship and fair play in the sport of boxing. Though revised throughout the years, these rules are commonly known as what?
Boxing's not really my thing.
No.
So I don't.
I prefer regular bare knuckle pugilism. So
All right, I'll see you outside.
you got it.
Catch me outside.
How about that?
How about that?
I can't believe I even replied to that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kill me now.
So do you have any inroads on this at all?
Do you remember if there was like a bare knuckle boxing agreement, or when did they like stipulate you had to wear gloves? Or
I mean, I would just think it's like gentleman's rules or something.
Fisticuffs?
yeah. There's got to be something like that, right?
Yeah, because that's why they tap gloves. That's part of it, and something or other.
Yeah, I know like the old school like boxing stances. That was because you had to actually have, like, you had to fight in a particular way.
We just keep it above the belt boys rule.
I'm on board with that.
Okay.
And we said the pugilist's code.
All right. The correct answer is the Marquise of Queensberry rules.
That's right. Because we got that wrong at Jason's, and I remember now. Because I kept saying it was the Marquis de Sade, which is not boxing.
It is not.
Although I'm sure some of his prisoners liked boxing, I guess. I don't know.
So I recently found out why Neal brings up Marquis de Sade so much. It's because he watched this movie Waxwork when he was a kid that features a wax figure of Marquis de Sade that comes to life.
That's all. That's my only point of reference for the Marquis de Sade.
Or anything is film.
And that guy from Waxwork is in Titanic, we found out.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If you ask Neal a geography question, he'd be like, all right, so in this movie, I remember that they shot here on location.
There you go.
All right. Question 10. Hey, it's that guy. Mark Evan Jackson has guest starred and had recurring roles on dozens of shows, including The Office, The Good Place, Funny or Die skits, and as the husband of Ray Holt on this show.
Ray Holt. That sounds so familiar. Is that from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Same creator. He's in all of his own shows.
Ray Holt.
I think it...
Is this is a male actor who's the husband of another male actor on a TV show?
See, that's the TV.
So is it Modern Family, maybe?
No, it's not Modern Family. You've seen this dude. He's a comedian. He's in everything. He's like, and then he has like a really like.
All right, I don't know then.
Ray Holt. That just sounds really familiar. I'm only going to say this is because he's on The Good Place and he's on Parks and Rec, both Michael Schur programs, and Michael Schur also created Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right,
so let's do that.
All right, and Matt and Jeff, what have you got?
So mad about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is Cheddar's other dad on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The answer is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah. All right, going into the swing round, Team Meth taking a little bit of a lead. We have 60, even keel over here with 40. So
not so even keel, I guess.
Not quite yet.
All right, but luckily it's time for the swing round and time for you to catch up. So the swing round is in music. And so I was driving around the other day and I was listening to this song from the 80s and I was, it's a hair band. I was going all in. It gets to the chorus and I sing the wrong girl's name. So I'm going to give you a list of girls' names and a line from a song and you all get to match up which is which.
Okay.
All right. The girls' names are Amanda, Billie Jean, Carrie, Joanna, Rio, Rosanna, Sarah, Sheila, Sherry, and Valerie. All right. And the lyrics. And she dances on the wind. 2, I love you. You're the one for me. 3, I'm going to say it like a man and make you understand. 4, I'm the same boy I used to be. 5, is not my lover. 6, let me love you till the morning comes. 7, maybe we'll meet again somewhere. 8, meet you all the way. 9, no time is a good time for goodbyes. And 10, our love holds on, holds on.
What a devoid wasteland of lyrics the 80s were.
I meet you all the way.
There were a couple I was like, I had no idea that's what those lyrics actually were.
I knew you knew that one. So
Well, we're going to break apart and discuss these really quick. All right, we've spent some time banging our heads to these 80s rock ballads, and let's get the lyrics one more time, and we'll give the ladies names.
All right, number 1, and she dances on the wind.
Yeah, Ken and I thought that her name was Rio.
We agreed. This sounded like Duran Duran. We said Rio.
Her name is Rio. All right, number 2, I love you. You're the one for me.
This one weren't too sure on, kind of guessed on this one, so we just said the Australian word for a woman. We said Sheila.
We also didn't have any idea with this one and guessed Carrie.
Well, unfortunately, neither one of you had that one right. It was Joanna.
Ooh, that's bad for a future one.
All right, number 3. I'm going to say it like a man and make you understand.
We went with a guess again. We went with Amanda.
No, it's a good guess. Amanda is the correct answer.
That is correct. And that's the one I was thinking Rosanna too. I was like, oh, well, it's not the right person. Number 4, I'm the same boy I used to be.
One of my favorite videos from a remix of this song, Call on Me, based on Valerie.
One of my favorite televisual moments of all time. There's a great scene with Dennis Reynolds in a spin class, and it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he's mad that the spin instructor has no class or taste, and he doesn't appreciate the fine music of Steve Winwood, and he puts in a CD and plays Valerie and walks out. So we said Valerie.
And Valerie it is. And I know this is the toughest one of all, so don't feel bad if you get it wrong. Number 5 is Not My Lover.
We went with William Jean.
Yeah, total guess here, but we said Billie Jean.
Billie Jean it is. Number 6, Let Me Love You Till the Morning Comes.
It seems we mistakenly put Joanna on this one.
Well, we put Sheila.
It is Sheila.
All right.
Number 7, Maybe We'll Meet Again Somewhere.
I hope I meet Sarah again somewhere.
This is the one we thought we were going to meet up with Joanna. Didn't happen.
It did not. And Carrie's sitting there all alone waiting for you guys. Where are you?
Pour the blood on her.
Yes.
Poor Carrie.
Poor
No
Carrie.
dates in the gymnasium.
All right. Number 8, Meet You All the Way.
Yep, this is my favorite song on the list, Rosanna.
Yeah, we said, was it number 8?
Yep.
We said Rosanna.
All right. Rosanna is correct. Number 9, No Time is a Good Time for Goodbyes.
We put Carrie on this one, but we're wrong.
And we thought this one was Sarah.
That one is Sarah.
It is Sarah.
That's
Wow.
the Jefferson Starship Sarah, right?
That is.
As Neal wrote on my paper here, because I didn't know, it is the Journey classic, Sherry.
Jeff also keyed in on this one and said Sherry.
Sherry is correct.
I'd like to put in a plug for my favorite name, not on the list, also a Jefferson Starship song. Jane is a classic there. So,
All right, before we get into round 2, Jeff, why don't you tell the people how they could get even more Triviality content?
I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't want all of the Triviality content, and the rest of it that you can't get on our normal feed is found at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. We put all of our Patreon exclusive bonus episodes up there, and some of them are quite a doozy. So if you think we're screwing around on this show, you should definitely check us out there.
Yeah.
And I wish I could write an 80s rock ballad about my love for each and every Patreon, but I won't.
Fair enough. I think we'll set a goal that if we can get to 50,000 a month, we will write and record our own 80s love
Ken will
ballad.
record love ballads for
Ken
everybody.
will
Right.
actually
Doesn't mean they'll be good, but they'll be recorded.
They will definitely be recorded. And on that note, I say let's take it away to round 2. Asha, go ahead.
All right. Goals for when I win the lottery.
I know where all that money
$50,000
can
a
go.
month.
Yeah.
All right. Round 2 begins with science. During a 2017 TED Talk, this scientist likened capturing an image of a black hole to trying to take a picture of an orange sitting on the surface of the moon from Earth with your smartphone. This 29-year-old led a team that helped create an algorithm or set of computer processes that turned this huge amount of telescopic data into one image of a black hole? Name the scientist.
Can see her picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had
'Cause
that
I
really
saw
cool.
it so many times on Facebook.
She had that really cool picture.
I don't know her name at all.
No. You got an idea?
I'm trying to remember. I'm blanking. This was like a big thing where like I knew about it for a day and a half, and then I totally forgot about it.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. If they'd asked us a week later, we would have had it. But we don't. So,
We're scrubbing out.
yeah.
Same.
No idea.
All right. Well, her name is Katie Bowman, and she is an MIT scientist who has a doctorate in computer science and engineering, and she's 29. So she's pretty smart.
Yeah, but does she have a podcast
Probably.
where she gets answers wrong?
She should be on a trivia podcast, getting asked a question about us, and hopefully she will get it wrong. I would implore her to.
Yeah. The guy I saw
She
their
will.
picture on Facebook. I just don't remember their name.
Them and their crappy content.
For Illinois idiots.
Yeah.
Poor Illinois scumbag.
Question number 2 is in art. I'm in Louvre with the works of this recently deceased architectural genius whose works can be found all over the world, including in Chicago.
Yep. We are locked in.
Yeah, I just heard this rather recently. I believe it's IMPay.
No, I am pay.
Great. Yeah, we also have
Good
IMPay.
That is correct. And I'd like to take a minute, because I didn't do it earlier, to thank Ryan Clefcorn-Myers. He gave me a little bit of help reading over my questions, and so did Sean Colley. And he also gave me that question.
That sounds 100%
I'm sick
accurate.
of Ryan. He's everywhere. He's on every show.
Yeah.
He's so handsome.
You know what, Ryan?
Actually,
I
he
was
paid me
going to
for
write
He's
you
the
a ballad,
best.
but now I'm not going to.
Ryan is the late 1980s TGIF version of the Sweeps character. When everyone
Oh.
needs the ratings, Ryan just he knocks on the door and is like, "Hey, everyone,
Got any cheese?
Did I do that?
did I do that?" And get a lot of good ratings. So Ryan Sweeps Corn Myers.
Nailed it.
All right. Number 3 is in advertising. This German company is the largest chemical company in the world, operating in several countries, including the U.S. While they don't make products you use, they make products you use better.
Now I'm gonna do.
Now you got room.
It's like a name,
It's like a name. It's similar to a name.
Tantamount to a name.
not Devlin McGregor,
We
like
haven't
in The
locked in
Fugitive.
either.
Yeah, we know.
It's Devlin McGregor. You should lock in with that.
Okay.
RDU 90.
If you're that sure, you should lock in.
Switch the samples.
Gruber Inc.
Make anything
What about
that they make.
DuPont?
We can go DuPont.
Yeah.
They've got a bunch of patents. So
Yeah.
they
We're gonna lock
probably
in
make
with
stuff better.
DuPont.
And we're going to go with Pfizer.
All right. The correct answer is BASF.
Oh, I have heard of them. Yeah.
BASF.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. That's okay.
Is that an initialism or?
You know, and I didn't write it down. They used to make commercials that say, we don't make products you use, they make products you use better.
Makes sense.
And a fun fact about this, the Chemical Zone level of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 actually took place in one of their factories.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's true.
And now you get a ring.
All right. Number 4 is in food. According to Pizza Today, these 2 pizza chains outsold all other chains in both volume and revenue in 2018.
Don't think it's the 2 obvious ones.
We're going to lock in.
You are going to lock in. I think number 1 was,
I'm pretty sure Domino's is up there.
I think, Father John's.
I don't think Papa John's is as big as you think it is. It gets a lot of the press time, but I don't think it's as big.
Sold 2 million pizzas, according to Peyton Manning.
That's not a lot of pizzas.
I don't care. Then.
Hey, if Nationwide is on your side, you want to get some Papa John's too.
Yeah, think about it.
It's
So you
not
think-
hard.
So you think Domino's is one? Do you think Pizza Hut's the other one then?
I was either thinking Little Caesars or Domino's.
Little Caesars is so cheap.
That
That makes sense to me.
That's in their favor though, right?
You would
Right.
think every pizza would want to be hot and ready.
In minutes, right? Is that their slogan? They got a guy? I don't
I
know.
was thinking because Pizza Hut doesn't do delivery, right?
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Have you not seen any Ninja Turtle
I don't-
movie? This is terrible.
Jeff walks into a Pizza Hut. Hey, do you guys do delivery? Yeah.
It's like
We're a pizza place.
table for two.
I guess I've never been to anything other than a Pizza Hut. When I was a kid, redeeming those little free pizzas.
Hey, Mr. Culver, go sit by the gumball machine. We only have one seat in this takeout restaurant.
Okay, I don't order from any of these places because we live in a place that has actual good pizza.
Yeah, that's
but
fine. Rah, rah, rah. So Domino's and Little Caesars, right?
that's what I was thinking.
Locked in.
All right, we're going with Domino's and Papa John's.
Well, Domino's is correct. The other place is a place that we just learned delivers, Pizza Hut.
Oh man.
So it was a trick.
They've closed down all the Pizza Huts around here.
Actually, there's one 2 blocks down the street.
What?
Yes, there is. It's on 17th and Cermak.
How have I never seen this?
It's just a small hut. You pass right by.
And they do deliver.
It's a mere hut.
a mere hut.
It's the saddest place on earth.
All right, question 5. Everybody loves math. What is the area of a triangle which has a base of 8 and a height of 9 feet?
Hold on, I could do this.
I've got it, but you figure it out.
It's just
I'm so bad at math. I just
just
wrote
that,
a number
isn't
down. How do you work area? I don't even know geometry. I think I got a C- in geometry.
it's just it.
The only geometry I need to know is that Huey Lewis told me that you can be hip to be square.
Carry the one.
Wait, it's not. It's not.
All right, we're locked in.
So you said the area of a triangle, correct?
I said the area of a triangle.
Isn't it just base times height?
No, that would be a rectangle. It would be 1/2 base times height.
Oh yeah. Now I've learned a thing. Okay.
For a certain Patreon level, I want to see us go into a high school geometry class
I'd do
just by
fine.
ourselves.
I'd probably still pass that course
The teacher would never last.
unless I had to do
horrible.
proofs.
So what'd you guys get?
What did we say? 36, right?
Yeah, if the base is 8, height is 9, that would be 1/2 of 72, which is 36.
I said 36.
All right, well, this is 3rd grade math. And the formula is 1/2 base times height. And the answer is 36 square feet.
Yes! Yeah!
You Illinois scum in your 3rd grade
We
math.
should have had Ken go first. I wouldn't know if that changed the answer or not.
At least we passed Jeff Foxworthy's show. Now John Cena's show, but
Yeah.
There you go. All right, question number 6. Cinderella at the ball. The 11th seed Ramblers of Loyola University of Chicago reached the Final Four during the 2017-2018 basketball student, becoming the ultimate Cinderella story. Sister Jean, the 98-year-old chaplain, became one of the biggest names of the tournament. But who was their coach?
oh wow.
I thought this was about Sister Jean, and that's what I wrote down.
You know, it's in your all's hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, I was at
Chicago is a big place.
I was
okay?
I was at a bachelor party during the Final Four that night, and we were all wearing our Ramblers gear. Didn't know who the coach was. What a problem. What was the coach from Air Bud? I don't know. I don't.
The
care.
dog.
The dog.
In that same year, there's the team, the Golden Retrievers.
Same universe. There's no rule that a dog can't coach basketball. So yeah, we don't know. We said Lassie.
Yeah, Ken said he thinks it starts with an A, and I just said Allen.
All right. Well, his name is Porter Moser.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Where's the A?
Yes.
We were Samsonite, way off. I was way off.
All right. Question number 7 is the view from the zoo. The Louisville Zoo celebrates their 50th anniversary this year, which led me to wonder, what was the first zoo to open in the U.S.?
All right, we're going to lock in with a guess here.
Oh, you guys are locked in?
Specifically, like, is it the Brooklyn Zoo or something, though?
Yeah, I think that's the name of it, but I'm not sure because I know they have one.
I feel like the Brooklyn Zoo is a thing I've heard of.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I also would have heard of it.
I feel like it has to be East Coast because they would have opened a
I would have thought so.
zoo.
I
there.
mean, they would have been much more recent than you would think. Like, San Diego could be viable. There wouldn't have been a lot of people there, but
right.
I mean, like, it probably was a settlement
Yeah.
when they were building zoos.
Just
Zoos
wanna-
are a more modern thing.
Just want to lock in with Brooklyn then.
Yeah, we're going to go with the Brooklyn Zoo.
We went with the Philadelphia Zoo.
Oh,
All right. Well, the zoo was supposed to open in the 1850s, but it didn't end up getting open until July 1st, 1874, is the Philadelphia Zoo.
wow.
Nice.
Did you know that? Kind of.
I took an educated guess.
Yeah, I wrote Brooklyn, and he said Philadelphia, and I deferred, so glad I did.
I know Philadelphia is pretty famous, so.
Us too.
For reasons, yeah.
Well, the zoo.
Okay.
As Rocky says, you want to go with me and the Tigers.
Oh, that is true. He did say
The
that.
eye of the tiger.
The eye of the tiger.
All right.
I like turtles.
Number 8 is your obligatory wrestling adjacent question.
All right.
What year did the WWF become the WWE?
Oh, man. I have a rough estimate. That's when they got the F out, as their slogan said.
We're going to lock in.
So it was right when they were switching from USA to TNN, which was the Nashville network at the
I
time.
remember TNN back in the PBR
Then
bull
it was
riding
the
days.
National Network, and then it became Spike TV, I believe.
And now it's like a
I
car
don't know what it
driving.
is. So it's
channel.
either 2002 or 2003.
That recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because it was. I'm trying to think of clips that they show on the network that are blurred out because they have the WWF logo on them.
Okay.
Because they're not allowed to show it, and I think that it's definitely stops by 2004, which is around, or 3, which is around when Cena was there
Okay.
when he started. So I think it's 2002. So we can lock in with 2002.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was along the same line of thinking. I remember it definitely wasn't the 99, 2000. It could be. That's right when The Rock and Stone Cold were still prevalent, and they were in WWF. And then I thought about when I graduated high school, so we said 2002.
The correct answer is 2002.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
I can't get the area of a triangle. I know this down to the date and the reason why. Good for me.
It looks like we ended the regulation. Ended regulation.
No, you didn't.
Don't I have 2 more questions?
2 more questions.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were on number 10.
Oh,
my bad.
it looks like they are forfeiting the last 2 questions.
Neil, there's 2 numbers between 5 and 8. So
All right. Well, then this question is for Matt and Jeff.
All right.
Number 9 is in literature. This author brings Percy Jackson, Magnus Chase, and middle schoolers to the world of Greek and Norse gods.
I haven't seen Percy Jackson.
I know of Percy
It's
Jackson.
Lemony Snicket, right?
It's the Lightning Thief.
I don't know, so.
I know it. I have to think about it because I adapted this for kids at the school, and I read all the books, and now that I'm put on the spot, it's completely left my brain. Hold on. Oh, I got it. We're in.
I don't like that.
Jack Percy.
Fine with that.
Okay, we locked in with Jack Percy.
We locked in with Rick Riordan.
The answer is Rick Riordan.
Oh,
Oh, we're looking for the author?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I might have gotten there eventually.
Oh. What do you think we were looking for?
I don't know.
He was looking. Jeff thought we were looking for the Lightning Thief.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
All right. Number 10, Saturday morning cartoons. Based on the TV show Battle of the Network Stars, what is the name of the show that featured 3 teams of Hanna-Barbera favorites, such as Grape Ape, Huckleberry Hound, and Captain Caveman, and they participated in various activities?
I've seen clips of it.
I don't think I have the name right. I know the show.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna lock in with a guess, but I think it's incorrect.
I keep going back to Wacky Races. I know that's not
Oh,
right. 'cause
I
that was
love Wacky
That was a
Races.
different thing. Do you have any clue on this?
I can't quite place the show, no.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna say like Hanna-Barbera All Star something or other, but I don't know if
I mean, that's better than nothing.
Yeah. So, no, Hanna-Barbera All Star Slamboree.
Hey, now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. What did you lock in with?
A bunch of
Slamboree.
words. Yeah.
I thought of Wacky Races because I used to watch it as a kid. I think that's when they all raced in the cars, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
There's a
so,
lot of cheating.
Yeah, we locked in with.
It wasn't on the up and up.
I don't know the name of the guy, but my favorite was the guy who had the dog, and he was like, that one. Anyway, we locked in with
Wacky Races.
Wacky Races.
Wacky Races.
All right. The correct answer is Laugh Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what they call our show on iTunes, the Laugh Olympics, the gold medal.
One man called it that.
We average about 1 laugh every 3 hours. So
Good enough for bronze.
not bad.
All right, so going into the final team even keel, right? Is that right? Did I know that?
yeah,
Yep.
that's
You
right.
guys are just behind us at 120. We have 130, so it's anyone's game going into the final.
All right, your categories for the final are Mad Max, The Chamber of Secrets, Tokyo Drift, On Stranger Tides, and A Good Day to Die Hard.
These are some pretty famous franchises.
Love the category names.
Thank you.
All right, the wagers are locked in. Asha, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Question number 1, Mad Max. Maximum Security crossed the finish line first in this year's Kentucky Derby, but was disqualified. Who won the Run for the Roses in 2019? Question 2, Chamber of Secrets. On April 21st, 1986, this TV personality opened a vault presumed to belong to the famous gangster Al Capone on live TV. The vault was basically empty, but it did not stop the career of this former daytime television staple from going on to having a successful career as a journalist.
Yeah. Ugh, Tug's collar.
Question 3, Tokyo Drift. Tokyo is located on this island, the largest in Japan and the 7th largest island in the world. All right, number 4, On Stranger Tides. Kanyakumari is located at the southern tip of India. Name 2 of the 3 bodies of water that converge on this spot. Number 5, A Good Day to Die Hard. 3 presidents have died on July 4th. Name all 3.
All right, we'll talk about these answers and we'll get back.
If I'm not mistaken, the categories are the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth movies in their respective franchises, right?
They are.
And all the answers are locked in.
Number 1, Mad Max. Maximum Security crossed the finish line first in this year's Kentucky Derby, but was disqualified. Who won the Run for the Roses in 2019?
Yeah, so I remember watching this very vividly. I remember the announcer saying, Maximum Security taking the lead. We got Neal's back tattoo on the outside lane. Coming up on him. Neal's back tattoo, making a move. Maximum Security finishes by a hair, but disqualified for illegal horseshoes? Or something like that. So Neal's back tattoo is the other one.
How much did you lose on that one?
Neal?
We lost 20 on that one.
We wagered 30. I remember this blowing up on my Twitter because a lot of people had bet and lost and gained a lot of money based on Maximum Security not being the winner, and I believe Country House being named the winner.
Yes. And again, no pictures, no proof. So it was not Neal's back tattoo. It was, however, Country House.
Neal's back tattoo that definitely exists.
Yes.
There's apparently to some people, I don't have the pain tolerance for any tattoo, let alone a
there
back
are actually,
tattoo.
Pictures of it in Al Capone's vault.
We have to ask maybe
this
the
next person.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
on April 21st, 1986, this TV personality opened a vault presumed to belong to famous gangster Al Capone on live TV. The vault was basically empty, but that did not stop the career of this former daytime staple to go on to have a successful career as a journalist.
Oh, wait a minute. We needed you to do your inflection there of journalist.
well, how much do we wager, Neal?
We wagered a full 30 on this one.
Oh, that's good, because we put Geraldo Rivera.
Mm-hmm. We wagered 20, and I actually know this through The Simpsons, like most things I know, and it's Geraldo Rivera.
It is Geraldo Rivera, who's totally a legit journalist. Of course he is.
Sure.
His mustache is even more of a legit journalist.
Absolutely. All right, question 3, Tokyo Drift. Tokyo is located on this island, the largest in Japan and the 7th largest in the world.
All right. We wagered another 30 on this one.
Oh, if you get this wrong, Ken.
I believe it's Honshu.
Well, I hope you're right because we said Honshu.
And wagered 30.
Points for everybody.
All right.
Alrighty.
Crushing
Tokyo
it.
Drift, the best Fast and the Furious sequel, -5.
Fast 5 is probably the best one.
Yeah, I just love Tokyo Drift, though.
Why?
Because it's great, because there's no Vin Diesel. He only shows up at the end, and it's like a different story, and it's drifting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Han, the introduction of Han, who's like the best character. Anyway, Avenge the Han, or Avenge the Fallen.
Different movie. Number 4, on Stranger Tides. Kanyakumari is located at the southern tip of India. Name 2 of the 3 bodies of water that converge on this spot.
Yeah, we only wagered 10 on this one. And I believe the 2 bodies of water are the Indian Ocean and the famous Bombay.
We wagered 20. And Jeff, what did we say?
We said the Persian Gulf and the Bay of Bengal.
No criticism or laughter for Bombay, Jeff?
Oh, that's just best ignored.
Good point.
Between the 2 of you, you got it right. They are the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal.
Didn't I say, shouldn't we just say Indian Ocean?
I didn't know. If
You
it was
did
specific
several
enough.
times.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
can't believe Cincinnati named their football team after the Bay of Bengal.
Kind of.
Kind of.
All right. Number 5, a good day to die hard. 3 presidents have died on July 4th. Name them.
All right. Well, we wagered 30 on this one as well. We put Jefferson and Adams pretty assuredly. They died within hours of one another, I believe.
Yeah, same day.
Yeah. And the other one, we just threw Buchanan some credit because we don't talk about him a lot.
Oh, that's sad. We also wagered 30 here. Came up with Adams and Jefferson very quickly.
Yep, that was 1826. Matt pointed out to me.
Obviously. And then Jeff said it was one of the founding fathers and wouldn't settle on anything. So I just kept saying Monroe. So we said Monroe.
All right. Adams and Jefferson are correct. They died in 1826. The 3rd president died 5 years later in 1831, and it was James Monroe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hurts.
All right. After tallying up these scores, using that math that I learned earlier today, we ended up, or actually I should say, in second place today, Team Even Keel with 120.
Yeah, we were even keel throughout that last round.
We were.
But some strong betting and strong answers in the final propelled us to today's cream of the crop with 220. It's Team Meth.
I am the cream.
Yeah.
Hey,
The best score
Guys.
from the worst team name.
you suck.
You are the epitome of Illinois scum, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
I'm
Your,
okay with
your
that.
formula is approximately 1/2 Matt and Jeff's score.
However, great questions from Asha today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know you said this was the first time that you've hosted anything, and the questions were great, very wide-ranging, and worded wonderfully.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we really enjoyed them. I think what you did though is you are a intelligence assassin because you made Ken and I look very dumb.
Well, we got a math question, right?
Well, you got a math question right. I wrote 26 because I thought. Because for the record, if you guys want me to show my math, I just went.
I do. Can
I
you do it
said,
on the crop?
oh, there was an 8 on the bottom, and then if it's 9 feet tall, there's a 9 on each side of the triangle. So 9 plus 8 plus 9.
No.
That's what I did. Asha, any shout outs to any of your trivia team members down in Louisville or anyone else you'd like to say hello to?
Yeah, again, I just want to thank Ryan and Sean, and also shout out to Max Miner and Nolan Werner, who I do some trivia with on occasion. But thanks for letting me do this. I had fun. It was fun writing the questions.
That's
Yeah,
right.
of
I
course.
forgot. Nolan said he wanted us to come down to Louisville and do a little event, and I think it was going to be us 4 versus you, Max, Nolan, and maybe one other person. So we should definitely.
Yeah.
A brutal beating.
I was gonna say, I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward to getting my bottom handed today.
The winner gets a Louisville Slugger with the embarrassing team name etched on it.
Oh, okay. I think we can make that happen.
I like it.
All right. So one last time, thank you, Asha, for hosting today. And that'll wrap it up for today. So for Jeff, Ken, Neal, and myself, my name was Matt, and that was Triviality. Hello and welcome to Triviality, the show where a little bit. Wait, what? I hate this
Why
one.
can't we do this?
The game where lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge.
Hey.
Party on.
I forgot our
Excellent.
slogan.
I did the same thing just before.
I really haven't done this probably in months. It feels like at least weeks. All
Well, take 2, Matt.
right. To take Matt. We'll try again. Hello and welcome to Triviality, the show where a lack of seriousness.
Game.
No,
Game.
we've
yeah.
gone over this.
It's a game.
It is Michael Douglas, the game.
Ugh. Hello.
I didn't say to take Matt because saying take two Matt leaves open the possibility of what's happening now.
Maybe we just start like this.
Is this the show?
Maybe it is
This
a
a
show.
game?
Maybe we just do it live.
No.
Okay.
This is a show, and nobody would listen to
This is the intro to our Patreon episode.
This
Thank you.
will be the end. This will be the end clip if people listen past the end song.
All right, let's try this again. Okay.